I'm going to show you how to get your artifact path for your main spec and off specs in this quick and to the point video. So head over to the simulator. You'll need to load a character, which is just like you would normally do it. If you load a character that doesn't have an artifact weapon equipped yet though, make sure you equip that in the gear picker. And you can also load one of our templates that uses the top DPS talents and the best pre-raid gear possible. Be sure to customize any of the character settings, including talents and gear, as these will affect the artifact path. Once your character is set up, you have to change one setting before you click the green Simulate button. That setting is the Sim Type drop-down menu here. Choose Artifact Path. Once you do that, an option shows up that defaults to 19, which calculates a path to peak power at 19 points. If that works for you, click Simulate. Otherwise, you can choose it to peak right away at 13 points, which is something you might want to do for your off-spec, or you can set it to peak at 25 points, and that might skip some early powerful traits in order to unlock even more powerful traits later, like golden traits that require a longer path. So let's take a look at the recommended 13-point path as our first example. You can see that we go for this high-value golden trait here, and when I mouse over it, I can see the damage gained by moving from the 7th trait to this 8th trait is between 5 and 9,000 damage. Each trait along this path shows the damage gained from the trait before it. So if we look at trait number 9, we see that it does almost as much DPS as the 8th trait did. So you might be wondering, well, why did Mr. Robot skip that? Well, that's because it takes 3 points to get that much damage in this trait compared to the other one that only took 1 point. Now, let's compare that to a path where we want to peak power later, because I'm willing to give up some power now so that I'm stronger when the raids start. You can see a few things changed. Mr. Robot has me making a mad dash to point number 8 down here, which picks up some strong traits along the way. Then I circle back to get number 10 up here. And then the 25 power peak suggestion is also a bit different. You can see that Mr. Robot is going after all of these strong gold traits and then swinging back up for number 15 at the top. So you can see how there's more than one path, and it depends on what's important to you. So like I said before, the 13 points is a good idea for an off-spec, whereas 19 or 25 will be better for somebody's main spec if you plan to do your artifact dailies every single day. Now, if you like the report results, click this Add to Favorites button here at the top so you can easily find it again in the report browser. If you change talents, gear, or choose an AoE scenario, these paths will change. Running one for AoE, like the Iskar script we have, will probably be useful when comparing to the single target options. And when raids launch, we have scripts for every boss coming. You can also change the margin of error, add or remove flasks and food, and all sorts of advanced options. I hope this helps, and have fun in Legion.